Hello guys, this is Pavel Oskar from Laravel Daily Team, and today on YouTube channel Laravel Business it's time for some demo project and some live coding. From time to time I do create some similar simple projects, usually based on our QuickAdminPanel, which helps a lot to generate the code to save your time. And today let's talk about World Cup, soccer, football, whatever you call it in your country. FIFA World Cup, which is currently ongoing for a week or so. So let's create a demo project to guess the results, to predict the results, and maybe with gathering points. So basically the task is for any tournament, any sport event, maybe even esports, maybe even some online gaming. There will be a tournament with teams, and those teams will play each other, and there will be results, and those results could be guessed by people who would register on the system and gather points for that. So let's call the project World Cup Predictor, and we will generate it with our admin panel generator first, and then basically it will be used for creating the structure. That's the best use case for our generator. The structure for database tables, CRUDs, menu items, permissions, and all of that. Then I will download the project, and then I will create additional functions like calculating the score for every prediction, some more registration things and stuff like that. Okay, we have our admin panel created with just basic user management for now. What we need to do here first is install a module called registration, so people would be able to register with default role simple user, and there's no need to do admin approval. So now it's installed, not yet, a few more seconds, yeah, it's installed. And then we can create menu items to actually manage the teams and the games. So first CRUD we need is teams. I'll actually do it pretty fast. I won't stop like teaching you how QuickAdminPanel works because it's not the goal of this video. So I'll create it in a quick way, and then we'll get into the code mode with PHP Storm with a little more detail. There is a function called import fields, so I can import team name and permissions for simple user. There shouldn't be any permission to manage the teams. Okay, we have teams generated. Next menu item is matches or games, but I will call it matches. And again, I have it prepared. It's start of the match, result, and comment. So I need to import those, and also maybe main fields which belongs to relationship to the team. So team 1, which is required, and relationship team. And the same here, team 2 belongs to relationship, team 2 required, relationship teams. Let's change the order here, so team would be first, this is second, and result is nullable, and some additional comment maybe is needed. Permissions, administrator should do all of that. Simple user cannot create games, cannot edit games, and cannot delete games, only view them. So we're saving it now. Okay, and final CRUD we need is actually predictions. So what would people predict? It's predictions, then add field belongs to user. So who predicted that? User. It's required actually. Then we need game. Which game? Or match actually. Match is also required. Okay, we'll change that later. For now it will be start time. Required, not nullable. And then prediction, team 1 and team 2. Number, or actually result 1. Oh, let's call it team actually. Team 1. Let's do both. Result, team 1. No negative values. Blah, 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 required. That's it. And then result team 2. Field type number, result team required. This. And probably let's add points, which will be automatically calculated. Let's do it float maybe, so maybe at some point you will need a decimal thing. So points. Validation is optional. Yeah, that's it, I guess. And for that, I think anyone can edit anything here. Okay, we're good for now. Now we can download the panel and continue locally. I will do that now, and then we'll go into PHP Storm and continue putting it all together. Okay, I'm moving on now with downloaded and unarchived panel. What I've done here is launch composer install, artisan migrate with seeds, and here is the result, the actual page that I can log into locally already. And here's what we have generated so far without any line of code. So we can manage teams, we can manage matches, and we can manage predictions. In real projects, it will be a little different, so predictions will not be a separate menu item, or maybe we'll leave it, but not for users, for admins as well. So let's manage teams, but for that we need the seeds of the team, right? So there are, what, 32 teams in World Cup, so let's seed them to have our, let's seed teams and matches. And for that, I will show you how it's done. Make seed. Let's call it teams table seeder. And we open our PHP Storm with seeder, which is empty so far. So let's create an array of teams. And then for each teams as team, we will create team, create name equals team. Yeah, that's it. So the only thing we need is to actually list the teams. Actually, I dislike that. I will move it into here. That. Okay, so I have a list of teams, and let's run the seed with specific class. Okay, we have 32 teams, and now the next step is to seed the matches. Right, I have the seeds for the teams now and for the games. Let's run these. It should be matches table seeder. And let's see if we have the matches in our database. Great, no results, but all the teams, and let's see how our list looks like. So teams should be here. Great. Matches, what do we have here? Yes, team 1, team 2 with start time with no results. That's exactly what we needed. For now, I've seeded first 16 matches, so for each team there is one game. I think it's enough for now. I won't do the manual work of copying and pasting more. You can do that yourself. Next thing, what we need here, basically for admin area, it's enough. So we have team and we have matches. Next, we need predictions. So predictions is user role thing. So let's log out of user, log out of admin, and let's register our first user. So I'll register myself. That's a typical, by the way, Laravel registration, nothing fancy. And I'm logged in, and I have matches, and I shouldn't be able to edit anything, and I have my own predictions. So for matches, basically what is needed is admin should be able to edit results, which he is. He can do that, and users will see the results here. For predictions, it's mostly my predictions, so it's things that I want to predict. And let's do it this way. So in matches, there will be another button, predict, and then it will take to the page of putting the result. So I'm here in the code, in the index blade PHP for matches. So if I can view match, I can also predict the match. So let's create another link to the route which doesn't exist yet. Predict match ID, and then the link would be global, not global actually. Actually, let's not use languages here. Predict. Right. Okay, now we need the route for that. Let's go to our routes web, and we put matches, predict, another basically route. Get matches, predict, match ID. Would be admin matches controller at predict. Okay, now we go into matches controller. Matches controller. We put in a new function. Predict match ID. Only the gate is only for the ones who can view match. And then we return view matches, I guess. View admin matches predict with compact match. Match and prediction. So match will be find by match ID, and prediction will be prediction where user ID equals of ID first. Right, now we create match predict. Let's create that from matches edit, file save as, predict. Now we open that predict and let's put match team1 name versus match team2 name. Now we need the route for predict as well. So post. Just form open. Actually, I'll copy that from here. Post predict. I was almost right. Okay, so we have a form. We have title. We don't need that. Team1. We don't need that. We just need the results. So result 1 and result 2. Comment. We don't need comment. Global date. And that's it. We don't need date picker here. We don't need any of JavaScript here. Okay, so that's predict. Should actually work. Alright, so we go to matches list. And there should be a button predict. Matches predict not defined. Alright, it's name. So route name admin matches predict. Okay. The list here. Of course, with route group, I don't need to prefix that again because the prefixes, I'll explain that, is here. Actually, it's here. Admin dot. Okay, now it's good. We have view and we have predict. So let's predict the result for that match. Team name versus team2 name, as I've put here. So let's predict it will be 3, 2, 1, and let's update. And we will probably get an error because that doesn't exist. Right. So we need another route for post. So let's leave the same URL. So post predict, and let's call it post predict, and here it will be post predict, and what we need here is the function for posting. I will copy some of the code from update here because it's pretty similar. So right, remove the comments for now. So post predict, I think we called it post predict. Post predict, that request, let's use simple request and match ID. Right, match view. Now what we need, find a match if it exists, find or fail. If it exists, we continue, then we should find a prediction of that user for that match. Prediction where user ID of ID, where match ID equals match ID. First, if there is a prediction actually, then we update that. Actually, there is a function. What am I doing here? There is a function prediction first or create, and we pass user ID. This is the formatting here should be like this. So user ID of ID, match ID is match ID, then result one thing. Now we've called it differently. Predictions result team one. Team one is request result one. And that's it. And then we redirect route to, I guess, predictions. Yeah, let's try that. So we just refresh, it should be the same post request. Yes, we're redirected to the predictions, which is only my prediction. But actually what we don't need the menu item predictions. So I shouldn't be able to add new predictions, delete or anything. We just need the menu item matches, and it should be all here in one table. So let's do exactly that. We go to matches index, again, index blade. First, let's move two columns into one. So result one, result two should be in one column. Let's call it result. Then let's call another column. Let's create another column, my prediction, and another column points, if there are any points. And let's switch those. So my predictions, then points. No, prediction, then result, then points, and then maybe some comment. Let's do some more formatting stuff here. Right, so before the result, and here will be points. So for now, let's put 0 here. And prediction is, let's put 0, 0 here for now. So field key result, field key prediction. Don't remember what it actually does, but just in case, we'll change it, points. And let's refresh. Right, okay, so we have prediction, we have no result, and we have 0 points. Now let's get the predictions from the database. in a matches controller, and index should be here. Let's get all predictions by that user. Auth ID get, and then let's do key by match ID. I think it's that way. Predictions. Okay, so we have all the predictions, and then let's put them in here. And in matches index, we have, let's do this way, if is set predictions match ID, and if predictions match ID, I think it will be result team 1. Let's make it more readable. So team 1 and team 2. Let's refresh, fingers crossed. Yes, we have the prediction of 3-1 and no other predictions. And we have no points yet, and we have no results. So what we can do now is remove the view button, remove the predictions menu item altogether. So we don't need the view here. We don't need in sidebar blade, I think we don't need predictions at all. So matches only predict. So we can change. Actually, that's a good point. Can I change the prediction? Probably not. So if it is already done, I will hide that button. If not is set, then I show that link. Yep, so there's no button here at all. Prediction is done. Now let's get back logged in as admin, and let's put in the result. So we have matches here, my prediction. Okay, let's put in 4-1, for example, and I don't know, some comment. Okay, we've updated that, and then let's get back to a user perspective and see how it looks there. So matches, and yes, we have my prediction result, but we have 0 points. So the last part that we have to do here on this video is calculate the points. And it's up to you what formula you use or what logic. I will do it simply. So whenever the result is updated, I will just recalculate the points based on the facts that if the win, draw, or loss is correct, then it's, let's say, 1 point. And if the actual result is correct, then it's extra 3 points, for example, something like that. So what we'll do now is update the matches. If the matches controller update, actually there are multiple ways to do that. We can do observer here, but I'm pretty lazy to do that. So let's do this way. If match current result 1 does not equal request, result 1 or match result 2 does not equal request result 2, we will do recalculation. For each, actually, let's do another way. Prediction for that particular game, match ID, and then for each prediction says prediction, we will update it with points. Update points equals points. Now let's calculate that points. Points are 0 for now. If prediction result 1 equals match request result 1 and prediction result 2, then points extra 3 points, and then if what's that if statement, so if I've guessed if it's first team 1 or second team 1, right, if result is more and request result is more, or maybe there's a more simple way to do that, but don't want to waste too much of your time. So if there's equality or third thing is less, okay, I think we are good here. Then we add another more point and we update the points. How can we test that? We go to admin again and we update the result. So admin, we will change the result to something like 5-1, for example. 5-1, we update that, and there's 5-1, 0 points for me, but there should be 1 point. Yes, we have the points now. I've made a few fixes here and there, some stupid mistakes here. So yeah, basically that's it. The user has the points, 1 point in this case, and you can do more predictions here, and probably I will leave it with that. I will put the code on GitHub, and you can do more filtering, you can do more restrictions. I've left some things unchanged here, like admin can also do predictions, which is not really fair, but points. Actually, yeah, I was too quick to say goodbye. We don't see the points here, but that's the easy part in matches. If we have the points, it's here, else we show 0. So points, and there should be number 1 here. Yep, we have 1 point. So you can build more here, you can build leaderboard, you can build notifications on something, just feel free to do that. But for this video, it's enough for live coding and showing off our QuickAdminPanel. If you have any questions, put it in the comments or GitHub issues or wherever. You can catch me online on Twitter, email. Actually subscribe to my newsletter every Thursday and subscribe to YouTube channel. See you guys in the next videos.